So without much ado, I would like to take this opportunity to invite our CEO to address you. And then maybe after this we'll have a photo opportunity outside our offices there, and maybe inside our main office. And then with that we'll call it a day. Thank you. Bwana CEO.
Thank you, Bango. Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon.
Once again, my name is Harold Ndege for aeroplane.
Yes.
Okay. Ndege for aeroplane, that's my name. I am the CEO of Football Kenya Federation. I'm happy and proud to host you guys for a variety of reasons. Number one, the organizers of Farova Development Initiative at some point used to be my colleagues. Benadairo, I know him very well. Used to be my colleague. At some point we were in the same school. Kinabaresi, he was my senior then. When I was at Gormaya before I joined Tusker Football Club. I know him very well. Your cameraman there. That man. Joseph Ambuka. Used to be my senior at Tusker Football Club. We were teammates. Benedict Alila. I played football with him. So I'm not dealing with new faces. I'm not new in Kenyan football. But most importantly is what skills do you guys expect to get out of football? One of the skills that I learned when I was a player is communication. You learn how to speak, you learn how to address your teammates, and communication is not only about just speaking. At some point, you're required to use your ears. You keep quiet, and you listen more. You have a coach. Your parents are here. You listen. They understand life very well, they understand Kenyan football very well, they understand sports very well. The most important thing as a young person is to listen. Football will also teach you about teamwork. Okay? When mom or dad is down at some point, you're going to be adults. You'll be expected to support your parents. When a team player has made a mistake, you don't complain, you correct that mistake first. Then later on you have a conversation as a team on how to be able to avoid such kind of instances of the pitch. What other skill can you take out of football? Emotional intelligence. Okay? The referee will give you a red card that you're not supposed to get. What do? Do you walk out of the pitch as the rules say? Or you go to attack the referee? What do, Captain?
Okay, realistically speaking, okay, I want to attack the referee. You know, I generally this first conversation and eventually leave.
Smart boy, eh? They're very smart boy. Football teaches you about emotional intelligence. When do you react? When do you not react? So it's going to be very important as you guys travel to Finland. You're going to mingle with a lot of players from different backgrounds, from different cultures. You guys are not going to be the same. But importantly, you guys go there, enjoy yourself. Enjoy. Have fun. And I'm saying this because as a young man, I didn't have this opportunity to travel to a foreign country. At some point in 1996, how many were born? 1996. Apart from the parents. In 1996, I was one of the players who had been selected to travel to Norway through the Madara Youth Sports Association program. Ironically, the coach of that team was Francis Kimanzi, who's now our technical director. But my father didn't want me to travel. Then I was in Form 2. My father went to the MISA offices in Isili. Then those officers were in Isili. He went to Isili. He looked for the patron of Maisa, the late Bob Mondo, and clearly spelled out to him that if he finds me there, he's going to take legal action against him because I was a minor. Okay, my father didn't want me to play football. You guys, you are very lucky, and I can say very lucky that your parents are accompanying you to Finland to play football. Okay, so from my perspective, that's a privilege, guys. Okay, but my father meant well then, because then there were only two things: you either play football or you go to school. If you manage to do both then and succeed, then you're lucky. Very few of us manage to succeed by playing football alone. So luckily for me, when I finished school, I joined this man at Tusker. We were both defenders, and he used to guide me a lot, because I was still inexperienced. I was around 17 years old. He guided me a lot. Joseph Ambuka is somebody, one of the guys that I will not forget, who guided me as a young man. But it is through that guidance, it is through the procedures that I went through that I happen to sit here. Football Kenya Federation has one of its core objectives is youth development. I've just mentioned I'm coming from a FIFA summit, and one of the discussions, major discussions that was in that summit is FIFA, within the next 1 year, they want to have a worldwide competition for under 15s. You know, you guys are privileged. You're getting that information. My colleagues here don't even know. I had not told them about this. Okay. So 211 countries will participate in that tournament. And I strongly believe some of you will be in that tournament. It will be a learning process for all of us. We are here to support. My apologies, I came late. I had another function that started late, and when you start your day late, now each and every program within that particular day will have to be pushed ahead by a few minutes or a few hours. So guys, I'm very proud that you guys even have that mental capacity to travel and go and play in a different. It's not easy. It's not easy as a player that you want to travel and go. This one I'm telling the parents. These kids are brave.
Yeah, true.
Those people who have played football here can tell you it's not easy, mom, to travel to a different country to go and compete. Even if you are saying they go and have fun, it's not easy. When they come back, they'll tell you. Because that mental attitude, you have to be very strong. Very strong. I remember when I played for the under 20 for Kenya, my first international match in Cairo. I couldn't even tie my shoelaces.
Pressure.
Because of the pressure, because of the tension. It is my first time I'm playing in a foreign country. 80,000 capacity stadium, full to the brim. You are in the dressing room, you're just hearing noise outside. It's like you're a gladiator, you're about to enter into the arena to be slaughtered. So I want to congratulate these young boys and girls. I think mentally they're at a very safe space. And I would like to encourage them to ensure that as much as you're focusing on football, focus on your studies. Those two have to go hand in hand. How many know George Weah? George Weah, when you go home, Google the word George Weah. George Weah is a famous Liberian player who won the Ballon d'Or. At some point, he was the best player in the world.
True.
Okay, he played for very big teams, Inter Milan, Juventus at some point. Then George Weah came back to Africa. And he wanted to be a leader in Liberia. So So the people of Liberia told him, of course, we know you're a great player, you've done this for the country, but you don't have education. So how can you lead us if you don't have education? At 35, George Weah went back to school. He did his bachelor's, he did his master's, came back to Liberia, ran for presidency and won. So as my colleague has said here, there is life after football. And that is the longest life. As a player, you're going to be a star. You're going to be a star. The media will follow you everywhere. You're going to get a lot of attention. My colleague here is, they have cameras and everything. You're going to bask in that limelight. But don't forget that beyond that limelight, there is life. At some point, I will be happy if some of you, he wants to be a lawyer. Okay, he can study sports law and come and represent some of our players here. You can be an engineer. You come construct for us our technical center. You can be a teacher. You come help us in coaching instruction. So there's too much we can use from football to propel our lives forward. My strongest belief is you guys are in safe hands. I know the coach. I know his background.
Thank you.
Hapo Marisha, hapo nishacheza sana.
Yes.
I have colleagues who I played with at Tusker who came from Maringo. I have colleagues whom I played with at Tusker who came from Jericho. And yeah, football is going to make you meet a lot of different individuals from different cultures. So you guys don't disappoint your parents. They are supporting you guys. Okay, go there, enjoy, perform, come back, have something to say that mom or dad, this is what I learned. Okay? Others, I don't want to take much of your time. Guys, once again, thank you for your patience. It was not my intention to be late. But I had to go. Bango spoke to me on phone. I told Bango I must come.
Thank you.
I must come. In fact, when Bango called me, I was heading to another meeting to a different direction. I had to turn the vehicle around. I told I must come. Let me have a word with these kids.
Yes.
Enjoy your flight. How many have boarded a plane before? So for you guys,
It's going to second experience.
Second experience,
You were last year.
excellent.
Yeah.
And that shows growth.
Yes.
If he's still in the same team. Importantly, if you've chosen football, make sure you give 200%. Okay? Our deputy president at Football Kenya Federation, how many know him?
You know him.
How many know McDonald Mariga? You know him? Eh? That's another homework. The first homework was to Google who? Second homework is to Google who? McDonald Mariga. He's our deputy president. He's a former footballer. He's a Champions League winner. Champions League, he has a medal. Champions League winner with the Inter Milan.
True.
Okay. Our National Executive Committee, our board, the chairman of FC Leopards, how many know him? Dan Shikanda.
Yeah.
Okay, he's a doctor and a former footballer. Our National Executive Committee member, Lower Rift Valley, Peter Kamau Kaskas. How many know him? He's a procurement manager, Kenya Urban Rules Authority. So you can see in this administration we have former footballers who have the skills that are required in administration. And it's not a must for you as a footballer to acquire the skills and come to serve in football. No. You can serve in the private sector. At some point, you can be in a telecommunications company, you are a marketing manager, you tell Kenyan football, I need to have a partnership with you people. You're still serving Kenyan football. Right? So guys, I wish you the best of luck and thank you for coming.
Thank you.
See, we had a small presentation. We'll advise us whether they can do it here or at the main office. Our captain, one parent, you can just come this side with the parent and the coach. We have our own. We made a penalty. How many penalty? How many? We got a penalty. Yeah. Written with our logos, FDR. Komborrah Select. So what presented you? Yeah. Any parent representative? Any parent maybe?